The first thing you should know is that I didn't mean to sit on the damn thing. Honestly, it wasn't even a chair that looked particularly comfortable. It was tall, jagged, all carved from some dark stone that hummed like a bass note trapped in rock, with faint glyphs flickering across its arms. The aliens called it the Throne of the Ancients, the seat of the ones who supposedly ruled this side of the galaxy before they vanished. Everyone else had been drooling over it for weeks. Delegations lined up, priests chanting, emperors huffing, warlords flexing their tusks. They bowed, they groveled, they begged the thing to acknowledge them. And every time, nothing. No glow, no spark, no whisper. Just a dead chair mocking them in silence. So you can imagine their collective outrage when I wandered into the chamber, coffee mug in hand, and muttered, "Ugly thing, isn't it?" That's when it happened. The glyphs roared to life like floodlights, the whole chamber shook, and the throne shifted. Not outwardly. No, that would have been too easy. It shifted inward. Toward me. The aliens froze. My team froze. The throne wasn't just glowing, it was humming in time with my heartbeat. And before anyone could scream sacrilege, or blasphemy, or security breach, the damn thing pulled me down onto it like a magnetic recliner that had been waiting eons for my but specifically. Silence. Then, chaos. The Ketha High Warlord dropped to one knee. The Veil Priests wailed in their throat flutes. The insectoid KRR clicked so loud it sounded like hail on glass. And somewhere behind me, my captain whispered the kind of phrase you only use when you realize history just got drunk and stole your car keys. Oh hell. Now, before I explain how sitting in one oversized rock chair managed to append galactic politics, a confession. I am not special. I am not a chosen one, not a messiah, not even the person on my team with the most medals or the highest GPA. I'm the person you send to keep the machines from exploding and to fix the coffee dispenser on long trips. Which, frankly, is the only reason I had coffee in the first place when destiny decided to grab me by the collar. But apparently, to the Throne of the Ancients, that was plenty. Identify yourself, heir of command. A voice boomed, not in sound but inside my skull. Deep, resonant, like an opera singer who'd swallowed a star. I spat coffee. Literally spat it onto the alien floor. Dave. Carol. Human. Sorry, do you have the wrong number? The voice ignored me, which was rude. The elders, though, they did not. One by one, the most arrogant, condescending beings this galaxy had ever produced, bent knee. Heir of command, hissed the Veil Priest, forehead pressed against cold stone, we await your orders. My orders? I didn't even have authority over my own laundry. But here's where humanity's greatest superpower comes in. We bluff. I leaned back in the throne, wiped my mouth with my sleeve, and said in my most casual middle manager tone, "Well, first order. Someone clean this floor." I spilled coffee. The chamber obeyed. I swear I'm not exaggerating. Hidden servitors, machines dormant for millennia, crawled from cracks and scrubbed the stone spotless. The aliens gasped. My team stared like I'd just declared myself God Emperor. Which, awkwardly, is exactly what the throne had done for me. That was the hook. From there, things got worse. Word spread. Not just through the station. Through the galaxy. The Throne of the Ancients had chosen a ruler, and it wasn't a glorious warlord or sainted priest or gene-forged monarch. It was me. A human. An earthborn, coffee-stained, sleep-deprived human. The reaction was mixed. Some species bowed instantly, eager to serve. Others were horrified. Some whispered prophecy, others spat abomination. And me? I just wanted a nap. But apparently naps are for mortals, and I was now the air of command. The next week was fun. By fun, I mean death threats, assassination attempts, and at least one envoy who tried to challenge me in ritual combat. He drew a blade crackling with plasma runes. I drew a sigh. Really? I said. In front of the chair? You sure this'll end well for you? He sneered, charged, swung, and the throne lashed him with a bolt of energy that pinned him to the ceiling like an ugly chandelier. I sipped my coffee. Told you. The aliens called it divine judgment. My team called it dumb luck. I called it Tuesday. But here's the thing. The throne wasn't just protecting me. It was listening. Testing me. Whispering things about fleets buried in dark space, fortresses dormant beneath worlds, weapons that could shatter suns. And it wasn't offering them to the galaxy. Just me. Just humanity. Which, naturally, terrified everyone else. The Galactic Council convened, debates raging about whether to worship me, assassinate me, or pretend I didn't exist. My response? I walked into the chamber, late, carrying a donut box. Sorry, traffic, I said, dropping the box on their sacred negotiation table. Now, about this throne business. They glared. You will surrender it, hissed the warlord. No single species may wield such power. I bit into a glazed donut. Funny. None of you complained when you thought it would pick you. That got their mandibles grinding. The council erupted. Shouts, threats, prayers. Until I raised one hand. Not dramatically. Not glowing. Just politely. And the throne, echoing across the galaxy, silenced them all. He speaks. The veil priest gasped, collapsing again. Obey. And that's when I realized, oh no. This wasn't about me at all. This was about humans. Because the throne hadn't chosen me for being clever or brave or noble. It had chosen me for being human. For being from Earth. For carrying that mix of curiosity, sarcasm, and sheer refusal to bow to anyone's script. The throne recognized us, the entire species, not as heirs, but as predators. And the galaxy finally understood it too. Empires panicked. Armies mobilized. Fleets blockaded human colonies. And through it all, I sat there, sipping coffee, acting as though everything was fine. Because here's the trick, the thing nobody else realized. Humanity doesn't panic when you back us into a corner. That's when we get creative. You see, while everyone was staring at me and my throne, my people were busy. Engineers unlocking the throne's star maps. Soldiers mapping the hidden fleets. Diplomats weaving alliances with the species smart enough not to resist. Lawyers, God help them, writing the treaties that would bind the galaxy under human-led law. And me, I just kept being underestimated. Until the day of the Great Gathering. Every major power assembled to demand I step down, destroy the throne, restore balance. They raged for hours. And when they were done, I stood, stretched, and said, all right. You want me gone? Fine. But remember, the throne didn't pick me. It picked humans. You can break me, kill me, erase my name, but you can't undo that. And if you think you can keep 7 billion of us from trying to sit in every throne, cockpit, and captain's chair we find, good luck. Silence. Horrified. Dawning silence. Because they knew it was true. You can't stop humanity from trying. The throne's glyphs flared, brighter than ever. Across the galaxy, dormant fleets awakened, engines burning after millennia. Ancient fortresses turned their guns toward the stars. The galaxy held its breath. And I, smiling, polite, with coffee in hand, gave the simplest order in history. Let's begin. The galaxy never recovered.